Good morning everyone and welcome to you in this daily update on Bitcoin and the Alts. As always, hope you're all doing very well. Hope you had a very nice weekend. As always, Bitcoin finally hit our value area high level, the big level we was waiting for here, you know, the top of the last resistance really we have planned, that is just right here. Was looking for a bit of an increase in price, you know, into the FIB time, so the 2618 for the D point top. What we have done before to get a big reversal, if we can say that, for still get a continuation higher next, but get a bit of a reversal. So yeah, we finally tapped this. As I said, if we get acceptance below here, the view up and the value area high is really, if we can say, it's never 100% sure that we have a confirmation, but it's more likely a confirmation if we start getting acceptance back below this value area high and this view up, this activate basically the trade, the short trade. I personally took the short really from the top of the top of the top. I have been very aggressive on this. But yeah, the full activation is really if we get acceptance below here. So just something to bear in mind is that we have a lot of shorts coming in here. Okay, you can see we have like almost 30 million of new shorts coming in the market. That's a lot. That's a lot. So understand the risk if you take this trade. Do not again put your wall account in this. Okay, you're still in a very big trend. The probability here, the most probable is still to go up. You don't even change the market structure. So if you want to really remain a bit patient to take the short trade, you can absolutely, because right now these shorts are more likely going to get wrecked. Okay, going to get trapped, and we're going to do this. So the best here is basically to wait for the market structure change. So at least change this low. You will get here low, high low. If you do not change the market structure, keep building some high lows. Here you want to change that to a lower low, and then you want to catch the retest, or maybe enter on the lower low if we get a nice continuation with some good data, with a nice strong move. But yeah, just understand the risk. You get a good risk management. As always, when taking a trade, always put a stop loss. You know this. Anyways, no financial advice in any case. So Bitcoin, yes, so let's see if we can get a longer and a bigger pullback here. We are going to see if we can get this today. I forgot to load that. No. Okay, perfect. So let's update the levels really quickly here. Weekly levels. We are so close to the all-time high here. This is pretty insane. We are only a few. It was 6% before the weekend. Yeah, 5% now. This is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. You know, the order flow again is very powerful. I've been able to recognize, well, no short trade again. Hitting our last resistance here. Finally, okay, we finally hit our last resistance. But yeah, simple. Get an MC short reaction and get acceptance back into the range. That's for sure. We've got the MC short reaction. Let's see now if we get acceptance back into the range. Just a flip to support. Back in with a bit of a bearish activity at the moment, but this is not enough for me to take a short trade, so there is no short trade. And so over the weekend we get a, well, on this retrace we get a 95% retrace already, and then we start to form a big bullish activity. Bullish activity is forming again, and so well, on this morning the bullish activity is playing out, and now we finally tapped our value area high, so that's pretty lovely. Yeah. So weekly, I said what? There is one weekly, or no, there is no weekly. Daily level. Yes, we have one. So where can I grab a daily here? Just right there. So we've got one daily here, but now it's not really useful in it. No, we don't really care. I'm just gonna add this here. Boom. Okay, so daily, we're done. Yes, so let's go on the 1 hour here, and let's go on MOONCHARTS. Weekly naked point of control. Ticks 1. We have one just right there. So we have, normally it will be at 5, yeah? Yeah, okay. So 103,654.5. That is a little bit too close for me. And let's try 500. Okay, this is the same basically. 675. Good. Not really a relevant one, but anyways, let's add this still. DNPLC, so we have the one below, 112. Can't we get something like when you zoom out? Oh, there you go. Fine. 15 nothing, 215 nothing, and takes 1 nothing. There you go. This is done. Oops. Perfect. And then what do we have here? One naked session path control here. 103 570. All right, nice. I'll wait for this to load. Nothing. Perfect. 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 There we go. So, let's find out now, because we have already all the plan. To be fair, I'm not really going to look for a long here. This is way too high for me. I'm already long from a lower, so I do not really care about this zone of price, to be honest with you. So the only long trade I will take is if, you know, we do such a thing. Again, I'm not saying we will go that down. We can stop, for example, with just a move down like this. Okay, and just stop, maybe never go for a lower low here. Okay, we can just hold a, we'll have a low, higher low, and hold another higher low, and then boom, 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 continue. So it's not necessary that we're going to go swipe these lows here, so we have to plan the support basically of this. Okay, so now that we've got the touch of the top here, let's find out where can be the next support. So the next support here, we can pull the anchored view up, coming below the lows here. Alright, we have this big point of control before the lows here. Well, yeah, it matched the support we are having right now. Levels, just gonna double check here that I did it correctly. We have two at the bottom here. There is no other big levels here. There is no end monthly, no. Yeah, well, the box is very simple. Is this? Well, all of this. Okay, I will divide this by two targets. We have the first part of the support and the second part. We have basically all the lows plus the anchored view up from the very bottom. And we might get also this a little bit below. The best way to go and touch here is the 50%. Why? Because this right here, what we have been looking for here, this harmonic, if we have to do the retrace, it's a shark, and the shark next, you can look for a 50% pullback. So basically, how am I going to do this on this chart here? Now we'll do this on this chart here. So we can look for boom, boom. There you go. Come on. There you go. All right, perfect. So we're having two longs here. So we have these short trades. This short trade here we'll have plan. We are having this first long trade basically. Okay, of this point of control, daily negative point of control, and all-time high anchor rate view up. We can go down to a little bit below here. The next long trade basically will be. So this is the next long trade. If we go a little bit below here, we can look for swipe the lows and go down to the view up here, anchor rate view up 50%. Because again, if we have to pull back from here, if we do so, okay, we have again to break the previous low, hold the previous low here as resistance. We have to drop then. But first of all, we have to break this bottom here and hold this as resistance. Okay, this is the first thing we have to do. They're still not done yet, so there is no any confirmation for this, right? But if we do so, this is the first big support we are having next. And if we do break this, we can look for this anchor rate view up with the 50%. So we have this zone next. Okay, anchor rate view up. There's going to come a little bit higher if we drop from here. So we have this anchor rate view up and the 50% retrace here. And so next we can look for, I'm gonna increase that a little bit, these two longs with a short. So yeah, basically what we have planned last update, boom 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 boom, get the drop here, again hold, we have some low, high low, high low, hold another higher low, and just continue here and get the massive move to the upside. If we go a little bit below, then we can look for to print a lower low, like stop a little bit of longs. Okay, take a bit of stop loss here, continue down here, touch the anchor rate view up 50% and get the full reversal next. Okay, so you will get this second long trade basically. These are the two next long trades if we have to pull back from here, but again first we have to change locally the market structure. We have to go below here, hold this previous bottom here as resistance and get the continuation down here. Okay, but for now, well, we've got a touch of a very high, the big level here of this last resistance we have planned. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, these are the two next long trades and what I'm looking for basically. If we pull back from here and if we do not hold any of these two targets, this is not looking so good anymore, to be honest with you. The next target will be let's keep that by the way. Bam bam bam. Well, the next target will be for me the 61886% and the value. Okay, but the most important targets of this drop overall are these two support here, the two green squares. If we do drop below, yes, we do have the value low plus the 61886%. That is a very good confluence too. But yeah, for now the two best support are the two ones here. Okay. Yeah, so that is the plan if we drop from here. That was already planned for quite a while. I mean, well, in the last update for this drop here and the move basically. If we push up from here, we already have planned the targets with a wave. We already have planned everything here with a wave. So that will be here for the wave 1, 2. Don't know when I draw this. So let's take the case this is done. So we can look for a move around this bottom there. And then we can look for a 3, 4, 5 up here. So again, we'll have to get the wave 2 bottom. If we do get the pullback, we'll need a wave 2 bottom to then find a wave 3 targets. Then we'll need a wave 3 top to find a wave 4 target. And we'll need a wave 4 bottom to find the wave 5 targets. But for now, if this yellow wave 4 is in, we already have this big 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we have the wave 4 in, we can already plan the wave 5 targets. So for now, if we push up from here, we'll have a resistance between 117,000 up to 131,000. This is a big zone of resistance. If we break above this, we can look for 153,000. And if we break above this, we have 2,000, 4,000, 400,000. We have all these big targets above. But yeah, for now, let's remain with these two. These are the two targets I'm looking at. If we push up from here, Yeah, so to be fair, there is nothing more to add on Bitcoin. 17 minutes, everything was playing the last update. I mean, yeah, everything is, now we just need to see how far it's going to go, basically. And if we just keep pushing up, well, there is no bigger wave 1 to here. We just keep pushing up with that wave 5. And if this wave 5, as in the last update, is breaking the previous top here, we're starting to do it, but not on a lower time frame normally. 3, 4, even on the lower time frame now, we are doing it. Well, I want to see a bigger move to the upside, to be honest with you. Because this is still not a confirmation for me. Yeah. So I want to see this pushing up and breaking the RSI really on every time frame, making a new high on the RSI. If we do so, then as I said in the last updates, we are going to, I'm going to take this as a longer wave 3, 4 or 5, and so we are already in the big push to the upside, and this is another wave 1, another wave 2, and this is another wave 3, 4, 5, and these 5 waves will complete this wave 3 later. Okay, 4, 5 next. Okay, so this is what I'm going to take if we get some continuation up and up and up and up, some big green candles. This is the configuration I'm going to take. Otherwise, yeah, for now, looking for this, as we have planned this as first. So, sorry, my cats are playing in the background. Can I just get my perfect? Yeah, so let's stick to that for now. We have the configuration. If we push a lot higher, we have the targets. If we go lower from here, if we still push high, we can, of course, if we do get a reclaim of this resistance of the range high, we can look for a swing 300 fair auction again. This is something possible. It's not because we do get another push to the upside here that we're going to go all the way up. It depends on the reaction we're going to get live in the time. So now for a short trade, if we get stopped out of this one, come on, we can look for another swing 300 fair auction. Okay, if we do get a good reaction here, I'm going to take the trade. If we do break above, well, to be honest, we are above the last resistance we have planned, right? So the only way I will take, the only short here I will look for is basically a swing 30 of these highs, and I will end up here, in a big fake out of this last resistance. So to speak, we'll get acceptance, if we can say, above. Okay, so get a push to the upside here, swipe, well, either this one, either the next one here, next high to take a few stops, and from here, so get an increase in price, take the highs, and either directly fail to push high, get a massive weakness, fail, come back below, flip into resistance, this big resistance, and get the nice continuation. Again, it all depends on the reaction we get there, and if you want to trade it safe, you wait for the support to be lost and to really get acceptance below. Otherwise, most complex approach is you flip it into support, you fake the pump once more, so you take this high once more, and you can come back below, flip into resistance, drop. You can also fake the pump without taking the previous high, so you normally form some very bearish data on this high. For example, a big bearish EVD with a lot of longs. All of these longs are trapped and they're unable to push the price higher. You get acceptance below, flip into resistance, and drop, for example. Okay, that will be some sort of fake out. Again, this is something we can trade only based off the reaction. We never know if we're going to do this or not. But if you remember correctly, this is what we have done on the point of control. You can see here is a point of control. We've got a loss of the point of control. You can see here, lose the point of control, flip it into resistance, fake the drop, reclaim, and come back up. So here that will be the same, but on the opposite way. Get acceptance above, flip into support, fake the pump, come back below, boom, 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 boom. So you make really everyone really bullish, make everyone following up here, and then boom, come back down. Okay, but again, this we can recognize it only when we are up here with the data on the chart, basically. Okay, so yeah, that will be the only short I can see. Otherwise, well, yeah, the next target will be at the all-time high. And if we get anything bearish of the all-time high, we can simply look for the big targets we have above us. But again, we'll see based off the Elliott wave targets more likely here, because we are coming for, well, at some price where we never, some price we never reached before. So there is no any levels before here. For example, like here, for example, you have a path control from before, DNPOC weekly, monthly, I get path control. Here you come to some price you never reached before, so you don't have any levels. For example, a monthly negative path control, a weekly, monthly basic ones. So the only way to find the targets is by pulling some fibs and reading the order flow into the targets by using the fibs. So the best is to use the yellow wave targets, right? So we'll have to find out all the smaller wave and everything. But yeah, so Bitcoin, we're done. I hope the plan is clear. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask some questions in the chat. By the way, I did not check the chat here. So good morning to you all. Good morning, mate. Good to see you here. ICP. Oh, by the way, I had some requests. I completely forgot to trigger this because I did not mark this unread. Stupid me. Completely forgot that. Anyways. SUI, we've got the pump. Are these good? The good targets. Yes, we're reaching here the the 1618 of the wave 5, so that's a very good target for the wave 5. We've got the first one here, swing through pan fail auction, we just get acceptance above, hold everything as support, get the continuation to the next target basically, so we can get rid of that one here. Well, Bitcoin now, it depends if Bitcoin reject or not. If Bitcoin is rejecting, we can look for a bigger wave 1, wave 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go with some blue like this, so that will be a nice big bullish count like that. And if Bitcoin again is bearish overall, we can look for this sort of wave ABC. And let's get rid of that, by the way. There we go. And if we push up, we can look for the 2618. As simple as that. Boom. If we do pull back from here, by the way. Oh yeah, by the way, that was a short idea I draw on my side. Well, if Bitcoin get the rejection, for example, right now, get a bigger pullback, this will play out and we'll go for the wave 2. For example, that can be a short trade you take on SUE. This was drawn when it was around there, if I'm correct. So it's pretty nice. That can give a pretty good short trade, but again, I will wait for some confirmation on Bitcoin. Right? Really change the market structure, all of this, before to open a short on everything, because overall everything is still bullish. We have no change in the market structure. We have a lot of shorts on Bitcoin too, so yeah, we better, if you want to play it safe, you better wait a little bit more for some confirmations, right? But yeah, this is a possible short. Why plan a fib time too, by the way. This was literally the top, well, approximately. That's pretty nice. Lovely. But anyways, that's not the purpose here. Let's find the support next. Monthly. Good. So for us here, let's have a look at this. I just want to get rid of this draw. What is that? And if you increase a bit of time frame, is the volume the same or? Okay, that one will be a little bit complex, not gonna lie. Wow, yeah, this one is not easy. We don't have really some crazy confidence here, so I would say the real first support is really coming around this point of control, but I mean, there is nothing with this, so the best way to come down to the encourage you up a weekly level with an SFP here or failed auction of this bottom. If we do break this, the next target is really coming down here. Okay, but again, I'm not expecting Bitcoin to go down to, where is my chart here, down to the value low yet. We really need to see that we break the first support, break the second support, and then okay, I mean, get nothing good of the first and the second support, then yes, we can look for the value low. So I will look for the last support on SUI only if Bitcoin is breaking the two support without any good sign of strength for higher. So yeah, that will be the plan SUI. So we have this possible longs next. Boom. Or the next one is really coming down here. that'll be for a new high next, and well, possible bull market start, who knows. Okay. And so now, what was the FIP time here? That is the 2 or what? Or the 3, 2, okay. So if we have to respect a FIP time, what FIP time we can look for here? May, June. So we will do something around the second of, a bottom around the 2nd of June. Again, I will not wait for this date. We'll have to see if Bitcoin is doing something around there. Is bottoming at around this date, but I'm not going to wait for this. For example, if we do a move down here in 2 days, for example, we do this in 2-3 days, I'm going to take the trade. I'm not going to wait for the FIP time. Now, if we do a move down, we take some time here. For example, we bounce off the point of control. I'm not going to do this. We bounce off the point of control. We're going to spend a little bit more time. We start reaching the FIP time, and we're reaching our support. Then yes, this is a good FIP time. But if we do go directly, for example, in 2-3 days or in a week into our target, I'm going to take the trade if we have to. I'm not going to wait for the FIP time here to take the trade before to look for a reversal. If we have to go and hit it before the FIP time, I'm going to take it. Oh yeah, if I approach this FIP time, if you approach with the price, I'm losing myself. If we approach the FIP time with the target, basically, okay, we take some time here, we approach it, we reach the FIP time. At the same time we hit the target, this is a good FIP time. But if we do it really before, I'm not going to pay attention to the FIP time. Thing is, do not wait for the FIP time to take the trade. If we have to go in the support before the FIP time, it's all good. Yeah, anyways, SUI, RUNE, absolutely crazy bounce on this one here. That's lovely to see. This is really brilliant. Break out of the range here. That's pretty nice. So this one, well, not really looking for a move down at the moment. Did I plan some wave here? Yeah, good. We're finally reaching here the 1618. So if Bitcoin pull back, for example, here, that one will be for a wave 4, and then you will get another wave 5. Again, you can be in a configuration where this is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a wave 5, kind of crazy leading, so we can get a bigger pullback. This is what I'm going to say if we have to retrace more. But yeah, this is yeah, we have this lower time frame 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. So yeah, we're reaching the 1618. Pretty good target for the wave 3. As always, we'll have more chance to reach at least the 1618 for a wave 3. So the count here match the price action. Yeah, if we pull back from here, basically we can look for here regular wave 4. It looks like. Just gonna double check this, but yep, it's wave 4. Yeah, so yeah, basically we can look for this. Okay, this is I would say most likely this MCFib 38.2. So if we pull back from here, exactly, again, please understand that if we push higher and then we pull back, well, the fib is going to be placed at the top here, so it's gonna higher the target again. So you have to do this on your side, or I will update this if I'm live. Yeah, that is the plan for this one. GMT. Well, more am I wave on this? Yeah, here. It's following. Let's see how far we go. That can be here wave 1, 2 already very small and get a big push to the upside. But for this we need Bitcoin to rise most likely. If Bitcoin is pulling back, that might give another wave 1, 2 or a bigger correction into the wave 2 before to get the bigger reversal. That's a coin I'm looking at, FIL Filecoin, because this one is extremely low. We did took the low here or not? Yes, we did. Okay, so that was not a wave 1, 2. Because the thing is, if that one is pumping, I mean, if you take the current price to the very all-time high we have done, we have a 7,000% increase in price. This is absolutely huge. So this is a very good possible reward on this one. So yeah, I'm thinking again, I'm not going to buy this now. I'm going to wait for the 5 up to be confirmed. Again, even if we create, for example, here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Who knows, we can still be an ABC flat with an extension, come back down and drop again. It's possible, but I would wait at least for the 5 ways up on this, and if we do so, then I'm gonna buy the retrace pretty big, because this one here, if we go for a new alt, I mean for the all-time high at least, we have a 7. Just imagine you put 10k in this, you can make $700,000. This is absolutely, well, interesting. So imagine if you put more, it can give something nice. But again, we need some confirmation for this. Or well, by now if you want, it's really up to you, no financial advice. But I'm gonna wait personally for the confirmation on this. We do not even change the market structure locally, nothing at the moment, so best is to wait still. But Bitcoin, nice continuation. Well, either a leading, either already a double 1 2 1 2. Okay, so I did that into some folders. No, so 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, and then 3 4 5. Okay, this is a plan. Yeah, and so the wise. That's it. To be honest, a year and Métis, a year. Still the same plan. I'm thinking about if these are some 5 ways that completed this way. Like this is no, not that one. The wave 4 is down here, and we have the wave 5 here, so we get a bigger drop directly. But well, I will just stick to what we have planned. This one is also very nice. This is a very good coin. Technically, with the technical analysis, this is a very good coin to buy also on the long run. So there is a turret basically to the downside. MC extension or 1-to-1 extension. Because this one have a, if you remember good, I'm spotting these 5 ways up for quite a while now. If you zoom out here, I'm not sure we can see this. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, we have all this before. All right. Okay, so we have all these things before, but the thing is, on this way up, normally, if the count is correct, this is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we have 5 waves, this is for a bigger wave 1, 2, and then here, well, again, A, B, C, but at least you go for the highs, or 1, 2, 3, or 5, and this is an absolute crazy pump. So if we do so, that's a very well, this is just a very nice wave to ride. But again, we need some confirmation on a lower time frame and everything. Here, the cool thing is that we did took the previous high. Yes, now we just need to hold a high low, and if we do so, then that can lead to a bigger continuation. So very good coin. Also with Métis. Métis also very nice with Ayer. This is the same context before. We've got some 5 ways printed up, and we never took the price low. So a possible big wave 1 to in play on a higher time frame. So that's pretty lovely. That's why I'm checking these 2 coins for quite a while now. So Ayer and Métis, these are some pretty decent buy if Bitcoin is bullish, of course, in the end. And we're done, I think, with the answer I'm checking at the moment. I'm spotting and I have an eye on. Yeah. Good morning, mate. Hope you had a great weekend. Can you please check FLOKI, DOGE, BONK, ATOM? FLOKI, we're live for how long? 35 minutes. Let's do this. FLOKI, where is this? I'm gonna go on Popcat. Let's go here. FLOKI is there. Boom. All right, nice. Well, lovely. What can I say? This is brilliant, right? That's already a 50% increase in price from our support. That's absolutely brilliant. And look at this. I did not touch it away for, well, since the last update, I guess, was around this zone of price here. 9 days ago. This is not FLOKI, this is DOGE. I forgot to add Dodge here. FLOKI. Oh wow, look at this. Look at the draw here. Nice. Yeah, so it was at the top already. Nice, that's very lovely. So yeah, we've got the pullback from the 1-to-1 extension of the wave 5. So we've got the wave 5, so the bigger A or wave 1 here, top mates. Okay, and was looking for the pullback to continue up, and so the target basically was this first square or the second square. So we've got a bounce from the first one, absolutely crazy bounce here. Yeah, 50-60%, that's a lovely. Congrats if you bought this. You've made nice money already. 3 off. So let's get rid of all the things here. We do not care anymore. And so now what we can do is simply take the extension tool and pull the extension tool to find the COA3 targets. So that will be 1, 2, boom. So the 3, as always, have more chance to reach at least here the 1618, and then we can look for the wave 4, and then we can look for the wave 5. Again, please don't forget all the fibs above here are some wave 3 targets. So can we go to the 482316? Yes. Now we're going to look for this directly. No. First we look for the 1618. That is the first big fib we'll have to reach. Okay, and the C wave have a 123. Also we have the 120 extension, 123 as some targets too. So be aware of these if you want to play with the ABC zigzag for now, unless Bitcoin is bearish. Yeah, looking for the wave 3. So yeah, pretty lovely. That's it on FLOKI. Nothing more to add on this. Dodge. Look at that. And we did exactly again what I drew in the line, because I don't know why I did not add a Dodge here, but I mean, look at that. That's funny, isn't it? Look at this. How brilliant is that? Get the drop and get the massive pump. Get the drop and get the massive pump. That's just lovely. Congrats again if you took that one. That's 58 again, 50-60% increase in price. That is just lovely. That is just lovely. So again, what will happen here? Yeah, well, let's take this wave 5. If we pull back from here because of Bitcoin, that will be again a leading here. So we can look for a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2. Just gonna check something here very quickly. Oh, interesting. Yeah, normally it cannot be this. So yeah, normally it can, well, again, everything is possible. We can go for the lows if that's an ABC flat with an extension, but normally to go and touch 200%, sorry, invalidate really the pattern. So yeah, we'll take more some fibers up to do for an ABC, well, an ABC or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the upside basically. So yeah, next in that case, if we pull back from here, 1, 2, boom, 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 and the revo 5, or boom, an A, a B, and a C, and get rid of this ABC here. Now, if we pull back from here, what target we can look for? Again, that's a brilliant long trade here. Look at this. How perfect this is. You have an absolute brilliant long trade here. Again, we need to pull back directly from here. If Bitcoin crash, if we can say crash, you know, for this plan here, going to the longs here, we can look for a crash into this support basically. And if we do break this first support, well, yeah, this is not looking good. We can look, I mean, not looking good. We can simply look here for the Valera low next. So they will be the first long trade. This is the only good one, to be honest with you, to come down here. It's like, you know, go for the Valera low here on Bitcoin, 666% Valera low. This is still a support, a good one, to be honest with you, but with the context, it makes more sense to bounce off the first or the second one here, not go that down. So here is the same. We'll have a lot more chance to bounce from here. With the context, it makes more sense. It makes more sense now. Yeah, this is just support below it. We can still be aware of it, but yeah, for now, this is only one I will be aware of. Still, don't forget this, but well, that's the best one. BONK. I will stay on this one, yes. So it was BONK or another one? DOGE BONK. BONK. Oh yeah, remember I have to update the levels on this one. Yep. I didn't in the last update. Well, let's do this today. You know what? This will be the long update of the week. I'm not sure now. Maybe the updates will be a little bit longer as we are getting some volatility. Time to cover a few outs. Okay, so here, what happened here? Well, the most probable theory. So here we have done, you know, if that was a wave 1, 2, 305, the wave 2 here was a regular wave 2, so to speak, between the 50, 618, 66%. You can see I went and touched it here, the 50%. So when you do this, normally you have more chance to stop between the 30, I mean, MC5, so 31, 32, and the 38.2. Normally here 23.6, 38.2. This is a wall zone where you have more chance to bounce from, and even more into the between the MC5 38.2. Now, sometimes again, it's all about probability. You can still go and touch the 50%. You can do a regular wave 2 and a big wave 4 next. You can see it's not impossible. That's why the FIB is there, because we have to be aware of it, right? So here, this is what happened. Went a little bit below, touched the 50%, and got the continuation. There you go. So yeah, that is it basically. We just have done this. Oops, I did a few things here. So yeah, we just have done something less probable, but not impossible as always. So this is a plan. If Bitcoin now is, for example, does a pullback, we can look for a bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2, then 3 or 5. 3. Again, don't check out where I'm placing the price and everything. I'm just placing this randomly for now. We need a wave 2 bottom to find the targets. Or as always, A, B, C. Like this. A, B, C, get a big drop. And if the wave 4 is or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, as soon as Bitcoin is bullish, we can look for an impulsive sort of 5 ways up and not only an ABC. Again, if you struggle what I'm saying right now, simply go and check out the website, go into the course section, okay, sign up, go into the course section, it's free, go into the Elliott wave course and you can check out the 4 first lessons here and you will understand all this impulsive and ABC's exact things, what I'm talking about right now. All of this is 100% free. You have everything you have to know about the impulsive ABC's exact, all the FIB targets, the probability, the extension targets, everything is like this is for free, so you can understand and follow along a lot better, I think. So yeah, this is a plan on BONK. If we have to pull back from here, let me clean up this chart a little bit because this is really terrible right now. I didn't touch this for a while, and so this is really full of things we don't need. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this, of this, of this, of this. This we do not care anymore. just a swing through kind of the bottom of the range, basically, giving them massive pump right now. That's nice. Oops. All right. Come on, why don't you want to load here? This is so annoying when he's doing this. So the low is on the right here, not there, it's here. There you go, nice. Next big resistance you can see is coming around this weekly value high here. If you pull this here, we might get also the 6,186% on the log scale that match a little bit before. Yeah, well, the next big resistance basically this on BONK. And do we have this? It might be already broken. We're almost there, yeah. Okay. I mean, there is no real big confidence with that thing right now. I don't really care about this resistance. Alright, in any case, let's find the support. If we pull back from here, so it'll be a pullback of the anchor. If you up from the all-time high, you can see pretty good level. Now, yeah, we don't have any confidence with it. Just a swing through a of these eyes, but that's it really. So this is not crazy, but sometimes it's announced. So if we pull back from here because of Bitcoin, we can look for. Let's go to 8 hours. We can look for. Confidence sucks. Yep. So I would say we have some more data here to print because I mean there's nothing match here with anything. There's just this value low 6,186%. All the targets before are just really bad. We have this. For now that will be this first support and the second support. If we go a little bit above, we might change a bit of volume. Maybe it's gonna be in confidence a little bit better with those levels, but yeah, for now it sucks to be honest with it. These are the two turrets for now, but I will not be surprised it's gonna change. BONK, we are done, and the next one was ATOM, right? ATOM, and next we have another one that is ICP. Yeah, by the way, you have to send this first. I completely forgot. Sorry. ATOM. Oh yeah, remember we missed that show here from RUNE SFP. So now of course no. Well, ATOM got the 5 ways up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just a longer correction here. So this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2, and what the hell is this next? Let me have a look. Let's just move this all the way to the left here because we cannot read anything otherwise. That bounce from the 123 is good. Very nice. That's lovely. Why is this all the way down? Okay. Man, I mean, this is. Yeah, the low might be more on the right. I'm just not liking this. I just cannot count here. Some 5 ways up. I mean, have likely a triple wave. So this for me is ending just right there. Most of the time frame, the RSI is making a new low. So I would say this is mostly done. Yep. So this is mostly done here on the right. So yeah, again, we can still do, if Bitcoin get a pullback here, we can still do a bit of a bigger triple wave still, and then finally get the pump for a longer wave 2 and get a longer correction basically into the wave 2. Now yeah, we need Bitcoin getting the pullback here. ATOM here. So yeah, that will be the plan on this. Otherwise, yeah, ready to go for the wave 3. There you go, pump it up. And otherwise, of course, an A, B, C zigzag. And if we pull up from here, we can look for at least normally here the 123 as what effect, the 1618 here, 1618, then get a pullback and then boom, get another increase in price. But to be honest, We can extend this a little bit more because that's a very short way through. Otherwise, I will not be surprised if this thing is going. Is it well placed? Yeah, I will not be surprised this to go really to the next fib, say, to be honest. At least the 200% here. That would not be a surprise. Alright, there we go. In case Bitcoin is pulling back, so this was from really here, that was missed, so this one is not a trend I'm looking for anymore. We can get rid of this, get rid of this key, get rid of that, get rid of these, get rid of that as well. Let's keep that, but alright. Perfect. Boom, boom. 8 hours. Well, the first support, if we spend a little bit more time, maybe this anchor at VWAP that will line up here with this value high. That will be the first zone. Otherwise, you can see how all these two next. But this second one here, I mean the third one, if you count all, I'll wait for this value low here to be reclaimed and flip it into support. Otherwise, that might go for a new low. Yeah, a bit complex that one too. But yeah, this will be this is the first one with the anchor at VWAP. This is the second one. And this, I would wait for the bounce and the reclaim of this value low to activate the long, basically. Atom, we're done. And so next was ICP. It might not be in here. It might be in this one. Wow, I didn't touch it for a while or so. Oh well, brilliant. Look at that, we've got one single green square on this chart. That is where it bounced from. I don't know when this was planned, but this was a while ago. Really a while ago. That's lovely to see. And so this is just taking a little longer. Just got a bit of a bigger wave to here, longer wave too. So if you got a WXY first, you look simply, as always, for a W, X, Y, X, and Z. And boom. And this is a wave too. Yeah, let's do this blue, but let's use some red wave. Whoa. This one is going for a new all-time high. Oh man, it's gonna be it's a 10,000% increase in price. Again, we need some confirmations for this, but if we do so, that's pretty insane. Placing this as done, but again, it depends on Bitcoin. What is doing Bitcoin next? Is BTC, by the way, is doing an absolute crazy good job right now. Remember about spotting here, the small fire is up, possibly for a possible reversal. Now we've got a big pump. This is just so nice. It's just so cool. And we broke finally a previous downtrend high. So we are possibly changing the market structure. Now, of course, the best way to really switch and really reclaim these big highs to really change the bigger market structure. And if we do so, then yes, the odds are looking really good, and we can look for a longer and bigger reversal. That's pretty nice. But yeah, we need to do this first on BTC. If we do so, that's really bullish. And we might get finally the alt season. ICP. Sorry, just placing this good. Let's get rid of this one here. Let's do that. That. Oops. Oh, look at that. Again, it's just insane. 1618 max 30-year bounce. That's so nice. Anyway, so here on the lower time frame again, are we going to look for the way through now? It depends on Bitcoin basically overall, but if we have to be bullish, that'll be more a big one like this. Well, this is not a wave 3. This may be a double EX where flat. A flat most likely, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or as always, it can be if Bitcoin is switching very bearish. I really would not hold any, of these super wave plan. We go to the value low and we still don't get anything bullish. We are going to go straight back down. If this is happening, then this is an ABC zigzag on everything basically. ABC, but unless this happens, we can look still for a impulse. Most likely, if I was up, that brings us with a wave 1. Then we'll have this correction here to find a bottom here. We'll pull the extension tool from this top to this bottom to this top here. Not perfect that one, but you can see bounce around the 123, 1618, and maybe on this level chart was a little bit better. Not sure, to be honest. No, the same. Yeah, not the best on this one, but well, still. Have to have the confidence with the levels and everything on the lower time frame. Maybe you've got some volume or something. If you pull this from here to here, yeah, that's a swing through pound of failed auction of this bottom basically into the value low. Not the most easiest one, but anyways. So here, in that case, that is more here an ABC flat. So ABC. Let's add the blue wave. And there we go. So now, yeah, if we push up from here, we have to be into the impulse. We can look for this extension tool. $1618 at least, but again, possible. But I'll not be surprised to see how if we really have to be bullish from here. Yeah, the best way to really go and hit some high fips here, 200% at least. 2618 really give a beautiful 5 ways up. Now again, we can still end up here, do a very small pullback for the wave 4 and do the wave 5 next, for example, like this. End up with some really bad 5 ways, but in any case, you've got the 5 ways, so you look for a bigger wave 1, 2, continuation. Now, yeah, if we do some 5 ways up directly, some nice ones, we can look for the 22618 and maybe even higher. Okay, yeah, so this is the plan on ACP. Let's see if we can build and create these 5 ways to the upside. If we do so, then next, yes, we can look for a bigger wave 1, a bigger wave 2, and then bam, bam, bam. Again, the wave 2 can be very small. We're maybe not going to go that down and then get the bounce. We can hold with, for example, a low, high, low, and continue up and up and up and up and up. That's a bit of a problem with these pullbacks. It's not often very big because it shows a big push to the upside next. Yeah, so there you go. That is a plan on ICP. And we're done for today. Bitcoin is pushing up a little bit at the moment with all the tons of short that came in before. I'm not really surprised, to be honest with you. Let's see now if we manage to, because we did got acceptance below the view up and the value high. So again, there will be a fake out, reclaim, flip to support and pump. So you will trap as max as short as possible below. Or you do this, flip into resistance, fake the drop with a new low, come back up like this, or hold a higher low, reclaim and come back up. These are some complex approach of some support. It can happen, of course, because, yeah, as I said at the beginning of the video, we have a lot of shorts. We have almost 30 million of new shorts coming here. This is not what you want to see normally into a resistance, right? You don't want to see that amount, such amount of short, but yeah, personally, you took the short still from the very, 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 very top. Have been very aggressive. Data was good, so yeah. Took this. Now if you waited for the confirmation, again, even if you took the short here, you have a stop loss, you have an invalidation, you have a risk management, so you do not put your whole wallet in here, and again, there is no any financial advice. You're responsible for making your own decisions. I'm not telling you what you have to do at all. And if you want really to play it safe, you normally wait for this market structure to be changed. You wait for, bam, lower low, not a high low. You wait for the low low, and then you, well, either enter here if you have a really strong move, either enter on the lower high into the resistance you're going to plan. to bet on a possible reversal. But normally you wait for this market structure change. That's really risky in here. Overall, this is still more likely bullish. That's the thing to understand, because we have no market structure change, just a rejection from the big level we have planned, and yeah, some big amount of shorts more over this. So yeah, just understand the risk and get a good risk management if you take such trade, as always. And if you don't have any profit to play with, I would wait for the market structure change, wait for some more confirmations before taking the trades, because overall here you have more chance to get wrecked if you take the short now than to win it, because this is still in a bull up trend and we have a lot of shorts that we can wreck and squeeze. So yeah, overall, if you want to play it safe and you don't have some profit to play with, wait for the market structure change at least. Okay, so yeah, that is it for today. A bit of a long update, but yeah, the ads are moving, so I always like to do some trades on the ads. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a great weekend as always. Do have any news today? Completely forgot to check at this. No, but tomorrow we do have some, so I will tell this now, because tomorrow I'm not live. I will be live on Wednesday morning. So tomorrow we have some news at 2:30 UTC plus 2. Yeah, plus 2. Lost myself anyways. So tomorrow 2:30 UTC plus 2, not today. Core inflation, yeah, this is sometimes moving the market. It depends on the result, but just be aware of the time, okay, to trade the volatility. And otherwise, we'll have next some news, PPI on Thursday, and building permits and everything. Michigan, yeah, this is moving the market also on Friday. So we'll see this later on Wednesday and Friday for the later news. But yeah, tomorrow otherwise we'll have some news, just something to be aware of, because tomorrow I'm not live. I will say this again tomorrow in Discord, but anyways. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you had a great weekend. If you enjoyed the content as always, you can smash a like. Thank you so much if you take the time to do it. You can also write some comments down below. Thank you again so much if you take the time to do it. It helps a lot. Have a brilliant day ahead. Catch you all in the next one or in Discord. Have a nice one. Cheers.